Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir.
Lovely. So let's start another session in spoken English. We have been talking about stress on English words. Can I have your attention, please? We have been talking about stress on English words. Those words that have more than one syllable have one prominent syllable. All syllables are not pronounced at the same level of prominence. One is more prominent than the others. That means one is louder than the others, or maybe one is longer than the others, takes more time, and that is what we recognize as stress on particular part of a word. We have looked at some words as they occur in dictionary. Okay? Simple words, what in the language of grammar we call them non-derived words or root words. Words like teach is non-derived, but teacher is derived. You add er there, you add a suffix there. So, today we will be looking at some words with suffixes, and we will like to see how these words are stressed. But before we go, let us do some exercise to check where we stand, how much do we already know. If you like, look at these words quickly, and shall I say next 3 minutes? Can you mark stresses on these words, please? You can look up dictionary and be quick. Actually, a good idea would be, Aparna, everybody please, a good idea would be mark stresses first, then check with the dictionary whether you got them right. Okay? And there is no punishment, there is no penalty for going wrong, but it will give you an idea of where you are, how much you already know. Okay? So, mark stresses individually first, do not consult your friend, but after you have done it, consult your friend, consult your dictionary. Okay? And after checking with the dictionary or with your friend, raise your hand if you finish first. But first I like you to do it on your own, yourself, without help, without consultation. You have another 40 seconds. Okay, finished? Right, come together, does not matter if you have not been able to do all. Okay. Shall we come back into the group? Aman, Irfan, shall we come back to the group, please? Everybody? Okay. You see, I want to make 2 points. Number one, on all frequently occurring long words, you should check now and then, particularly before you go to make a presentation, particularly you give a seminar, before you give a seminar or anything like that. Number one. Number two, you can relearn if you do not already stress these words correctly, you can relearn correct stresses on them only through drill and practice. There is no other way. And slow, regular drill with proper stresses can help you change them. Okay. Would any one of you like to read these words aloud to me with proper stresses? Who will, please raise your hand? Right? Irfan, come do it. Doesn't matter if we may make mistakes, but we are here to learn. Right?
Available.
Okay.
Centenary.
Okay. Somebody else?
Centenary.
Yeah, it is centenary. Next.
Theory.
Okay.
Executive.
No.
Executive.
Yeah, executive or executive. Okay. Irfan, you can sit down. Arun, go on. Next. Okay, you can try. Doesn't matter. You may go wrong. How does it? But we learn.
Validity.
No.
Validity.
Validity. Yes. Next.
Inhibition.
No.
Inhibition.
Inhibition. Okay. You can do it. Next.
Theology,
Okay.
osteoporosis,
Okay.
conveyance,
Good.
dramatic,
Okay.
preparatory,
Okay.
career,
Good.
testimonial,
Good.
assistant,
Good.
participant,
Yes. Thank you. Very well done. Okay. This is how you can learn it, through practice, through regular practice, and not for too long. I am not asking you to practice it for the rest of your life. Just about 2 to 3 weeks, even now, can give you very good pronunciation of English, something you will continue to use for the rest of life, for the rest of your life, and something you will continue to feel proud of. Okay? But it does require some effort from you. You have to do it. Okay. Let us talk about words with suffix or derived word. So, let us for instance look at this word photo or photograph. It has stress on the first syllable, pho. Okay. Whether you say photo or you say photograph, it is stressed on the first syllable. But some suffixes, when you add something to it, the stress may change. Say for example, when you add y to it, what is it now? What is it now?
Photography.
Photography. What is it now?
Photography.
Okay. But when you add IC to it, then what does it become? Photographic. So, 3 words, 3 different kinds of stresses, though a good part of these words is the same, but because of suffixation, because you add another particle to the word and change it into some other word, stress also changes. Similarly, look at the next word, economy. Which part of the word is stressed? First syllable, second syllable, third syllable. Second syllable from right. But next word? No, it is again economist. You see, IST does not. So, it is in a certain sense in English it is rather erratic. That is why drill is important. Otherwise, I would say remember these rules and apply these rules and you get them. Okay. There are some rules, I will tell you, that with some suffixes behave in a particular manner, but there are some others which do not, and drill is our best bet. Okay? Right. What is the next word? The third word in that line. The first is economy, the next is economist, but the third is economic, because IC as a suffix behaves differently from IST. Okay? That is the problem in English. Look at the next word. What is it? Professor. But the next? Professorial. It changes stress. Look at the last line. What is it? Real. But when you add IZE, it is still the same. But when you add ITY, reality. So, sometimes some suffixes change stress, some suffixes do not. There are some rules, of course, but the best bet is practice. We will look at some rules today, and next week for one class at least we will also look at those words, those suffixes where we do not have very clear cut rules. Are you with me? So, we are going to look at English stress on stress on those English words which are derived with suffixes. Some words with some suffixes have regular stresses, but some words with some other suffixes do not have that situation. There again they vary. The best bet, the best way to learn all of these words, the correct stress on them is through practice. Not long, not hard, not labored, just about 5 minutes, no matter how busy you are. Okay? I am sure all of us can find 5 minutes every day, maybe twice a day. Whenever you have time, take a few words, repeat them slowly with correct stresses, and you will not only get those words right, you will also get other words following those patterns right. Let us look at some words of this kind. Say for example, some suffixes influence word stress, as I have been telling you. So, we have photograph, but photography, photographic, but some others do not. So, for example, nation, where is the stress? Which part of the word? First part of the word, first syllable, nation, but in national again the first part, it does not change. Practice, which part of the word is stressed? First part. Practical, it is still the first part. So, we have to keep this in mind, and that is why for us who are not born in speaking English, who have not lived in English speaking universities, we have to relearn some of these things laboriously, but we can learn them, we can acquire them, that is not a problem. Okay. Let us look at some words which have which have suffixes with regular stress. Say for example, when you have words ending in ATE, okay, as this word, what is the first word there? Okay, when you have words like this ending in ATE, they always take stress of 2 syllables before ATE. So, what will be 2 syllables before ATE? Q. How would you pronounce it therefore? Accumulate. But the next word, how would you pronounce the next word? What is 2 syllables before ATE? Count? Co. So, how would we pronounce it? Accommodate. Okay. Similarly, next, the third, 2 syllables before ate, bifurcate. Next, similarly, ize, it also moves. Okay. 2 syllables before. How would you do it?
Centralize.
Centralize. Again, you have ate, 2 syllables before ate. How would you do it?
Communicate.
Communicate. Similarly, next, deliberate, 2 syllables before. Next, economize, 2 syllables, just count. Okay, whenever you are on those words that end in ate, ise, ify, I am going to give you the list. Okay. Next word, facilitate, 2 syllables before. What is 2 syllables before ate? See. How would you pronounce it therefore? Facilitate. Non-stressed syllable would become very weak. We won't say fa, we would say just fa. So, it is facilitate. What is it? But you can also say facilitate, does not matter, but the length is reduced, is no longer facilitate, it is facilitate. What is it?
Facilitate.
Next,
Identify.
next, what is 2 syllables before ate? Ter. So, how would we pronounce it? Interrogate. Next, kinetic. When you have IC, then it takes immediately before. So, what is it?
Kinetic.
Okay. Next,
Lunatic.
actually it should be lunatic, but this is an exception. By rule, it should be lunatic, but this is an exception. And how is it pronounced therefore? Lunatic. This is an exception. By rule, it should be all words ending in IC take stress immediately before IC. By that rule, it should have been lunatic, but this is an exception. There are 1 or 2 exceptions. I will tell you more about them. So, this is pronounced as lunatic, but the next word metallic, it goes by rule. Okay. Shall we have some practice? Shall we have some please may I advise you to open on page number let us say page number 122 by my book, by my copy of the book, page number 122. Okay. And as in now here you might see I have said that on one, those words that end in suffixes like, can you give me those suffixes? What are those written there? A, no, go slowly. What are those suffixes ending in ate? Next,
ADE,
next,
ITE,
next.
ISE,
Okay, go on.
YSE,
Next. Everybody please.
ZE,
Hello, everybody please together. Yes. Next.
ILE,
Next.
IFY,
Next.
OTE,
Next.
UTE,
Okay.
UGE,
All of these, and there are more. All of these words ending in these suffixes, exceptions apart, there are 1 or 2 exceptions, but generally speaking they take main stress on 2 syllables, on the 3rd syllable from the end, 2 syllables before the suffix, if it is a long word. Okay. Let's look at some words and let's have some practice. I will say it first and then you can follow me. And when I ask, now I want somebody to lead, then I want you to stand up and do it and others will follow it and we will take turns. Shall we? Shall we do that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Shall we? Everybody please, shall we do that?
Yes, sir.
Lovely. Okay. Follow me. Abrogate,
Abrogate,
abbreviate,
abbreviate,
absolute,
absolute,
accentuate,
accentuate,
antagonize,
antagonize,
assimilate.
assimilate.
You have to go slowly, carefully, clearly, getting the stressed word out very prominently. Don't be in a hurry when you are doing the drill. Okay, follow me please. Accolade,
Accolade,
accommodate,
accommodate,
accumulate,
accumulate,
accurate.
accurate.
Can somebody please take over? Who's going to lead? I want, all of us have to do it. Don't feel shy, just stand up. Who next? Please.
activate,
Activate,
acute,
acute,
adequate,
adequate,
adulterate,
adulterate,
advertise,
advertise,
affectionate,
affectionate,
affiliate,
affiliate,
aggravate,
aggravate,
agitate,
agitate,
alienate,
alienate,
alleviate,
alleviate,
allocate,
allocate,
alternate,
alternate,
You can also say alternate. Okay, go on please.
anecdote,
anecdote,
amalgamate,
amalgamate,
amplify,
amplify,
amputate,
amputate,
analyze,
analyze,
animate,
animate,
annihilate,
annihilate,
You can also say like Americans, annihilate. Okay, go on please. No, come again. Yeah, it is anticipate.
anticipate,
Okay, go on.
antidote,
antidote,
appetite,
appetite,
appreciate,
appreciate,
appropriate,
appropriate,
aptitude,
aptitude,
articulate,
articulate,
aspirate,
aspirate,
associate,
associate,
Good. Sit down next, please. Come on, please don't waste time. Who next? Okay. Please.
attitude,
attribute,
attribute,
authenticate,
authenticate,
authorize,
authorize,
bifurcate,
bifurcate,
calculate,
calculate,
capitulate,
capitulate,
candidate,
candidate,
captivate,
captivate,
castigate,
castigate,
celebrate,
celebrate,
centralize,
centralize,
certificate,
certificate,
chocolate,
chocolate,
circulate,
circulate,
civilize,
civilize,
collaborate,
collaborate,
colonize,
colonize,
compromise,
compromise,
commemorate,
commemorate,
commensurate,
commensurate,
communicate,
communicate,
complicate,
complicate,
concentrate,
concentrate,
conciliate,
conciliate, conciliate,
congratulate,
congratulate,
No, that's a misprint. Please change it. Please change it. What should it be?
congratulate,
By the same rule. Okay. 2 syllables. Congratulate. Okay. Go on. Next, who would like to do it? Thank you very much. Next. Please.
Consecrate,
consecrate,
considerate,
considerate,
constitute,
constitute,
No, it is constitute.
constitute,
constitute,
consulate,
consulate,
contaminate,
contaminate,
contemplate,
contemplate,
contribute,
contribute,
cooperate,
cooperate,
coordinate,
coordinate,
copulate,
copulate,
corporate,
corporate,
corrugate,
corrugate,
crucify,
crucify,
crystallize,
crystallize,
cultivate,
cultivate,
culminate,
culminate,
debate,
debate,
decorate,
decorate,
dedicate,
No,
dedicate,
dedicate.
dedicate,
degenerate,
degenerate,
Degenerate.
degenerate,
definite,
No, it is definite.
definite,
Just stress. Just take your time. Don't be under stress. Come again, please.
definite,
definite,
dehydrate,
dehydrate,
delegate,
delegate,
deliberate,
deliberate,
delicate,
delicate,
demarcate,
demarcate,
demoralize,
demoralize,
denote,
denote,
despise,
despise,
clarify,
clarify,
classify,
classify,
centralize,
centralize,
destitute,
destitute,
detonate,
detonate.
Okay,
deviate,
thank you. Next, who would like to do it, please?
deviate,
Deviate,
directate,
directorate,
dispute,
dispute,
dissipate,
dissipate,
dissociate,
dissociate,
distribute,
distribute,
duplicate,
duplicate,
economize,
economize,
educate,
educate,
elaborate,
elaborate,
electrify,
electrify,
Go slow, Irfan. Yes.
electrocute,
electrocute,
Okay, next. Who would like to lead next, please? Stand up. Yes.
Electorate. Elevate.
elevate,
Go slow, Arun. As slow. You know, take your time.
Eliminate.
eliminate,
Elucidate.
elucidate,
Emaciate.
emaciate,
Elongate.
elongate,
Good.
Emancipate.
emancipate,
Go slow again. Yeah.
Emigrate.
Emigrate. Yes.
Emulate.
emulate,
Eradicate.
eradicate,
Erudite.
No, it's
erudite,
erudite. Okay.
Escalate.
escalate,
Estimate.
estimate,
Evacuate.
evacuate,
Evaluate.
evaluate,
Evaporate.
evaporate,
Exaggerate.
exaggerate,
Excavate.
excavate,
Execute.
execute,
Expedite.
expedite,
Exemplify.
exemplify,
Exercise.
exercise,
Expertise.
expertise,
Fabricate.
fabricate,
Facilitate.
facilitate,
Fascinate.
fascinate,
Falsify.
falsify,
Favorite.
favorite,
Felicitate.
felicitate,
Fertilize.
fertilize,
Fluctuate.
fluctuate,
Formulate.
formulate,
Fortify.
fortify,
Fortitude.
fortitude,
Fortunate.
fortunate,
Frustrate.
frustrate,
Generalize.
generalize,
Generate.
generate,
Gratitude.
gratitude,
Hesitate.
hesitate,
Homicide.
homicide,
Horrify.
horrify,
Identify.
identify,
Illiterate.
illiterate,
Right. Thank you, Arun. You can sit down. Okay. You know, just as we have a group of suffixes which take stress to two syllables before them, similarly, there are in English suffixes where the word must have main stress before these suffixes. If, for example, can you open on page number 126, please? Page number 126. Okay. Say, look at the second group. You know, we have words that end in, follow me, IAN or IAL or IC. Go on.
ICAL,
Or
ION,
or
ITY,
ITY
ITY,
or
OGY,
or
OMY,
etc. You know, these words ending in these suffixes, exceptions apart, take main stress on the syllable immediately before the suffix. Okay. Let's have some drill again. You see, as somebody has said, drill is boring, but boring in both the senses. It also bores into your, you know, once you get these words right, these 10 words right, you get all the other words on this pattern write without effort. Isn't it a big gain by taking trouble with 10 words, you get 200 words or 300 words, right? Moreover, it also enlarges your vocabulary. You know more words. If you while practicing, if there is some word you do not know, look up its meaning in the dictionary, see how it is used. After all, no matter what you do, language remains your principal tool. Am I right? Say yes or no? Am I right? How many of you attended the Nobel laureate's lecture yesterday? Anybody? Did you, Irfan? Who else? Oh, what a pity. Okay, you know, IIT is different from another institution only in this respect, that here you can listen to some lecturers of this kind. Many other colleges in India, not that they won't want them, they may not get them. Don't miss these opportunities. These are once in a lifetime kind of thing, and you may have, if you attended, you may have noticed that the speaker does not take trouble only with what he is going to say. The speaker was German, not an English speaker like you and me. German for him is also a foreign language, but a little preparation, a little attention to where one should speak in what manner makes a very good presentation. The entire CLT heard him in silence for more than an hour. Am I right, Irfan? Yeah. Okay. So let's acquire some of these things. That is what will make the difference between you and another graduate engineer from another college. Okay. Follow me, please. Acrylic, aberration. In all these matters, go slow, take time. There is no hurry. Do you see how I'll once again be playing Carl Sagan's tape, okay, and Carl Sagan's recording, and you may have noticed that Carl Sagan is not in a hurry. He is making a big point and making it. All the good points that you have to make must be made slowly, so that they go to your listeners without confusion. Okay? Follow me, please. Aberration, ablution, ability, abnormality, acclamation, academic, acceleration, acceptability, accession. Somebody please, can you take over from me? Okay, right? Begin there.
Acclamation.
Yeah, make it long. Acclamation.
Accommodation,
Yes.
Accommodation.
accumulation,
Accumulation.
acerbity,
Acerbity.
acquisition,
Acquisition.
activity,
Activity.
addition,
Addition.
admissibility,
Admissibility.
admission,
Admission.
You can say admission. Make it louder but not longer. Okay, come again please.
admission,
Admission. Okay, go on.
adversity,
Adversity.
affinity,
Affinity.
aggression,
Aggression.
agrarian,
Agrarian.
alacrity,
Alacrity.
allocation,
Allocation.
ambiguity,
No, it is ambiguity.
Ambiguity.
Okay, go on.
ambition,
Ambition.
amity,
Amity.
analogy,
Analogy.
anatomy,
Anatomy.
Anonymity. Yeah. Okay, you can sit down. You can take over.
Antiquity.
Antiquity.
application,
application,
aquatic,
aquatic,
Arabian,
Arabian,
Arabic,
Arabic,
arithmetic,
arithmetic,
arsenic,
arsenic,
arterial,
arterial,
astronomy,
astronomy,
artificial,
artificial,
aspiration,
aspiration,
astrology,
astrology,
attrition,
attrition,
audition,
audition,
authoritarian,
authoritarian,
authority,
authority,
automation,
automation,
automatic,
automatic,
ballistic,
ballistic,
barbarian,
barbarian,
barbaric,
barbaric,
barbarity,
barbarity,
batic,
batic,
No, it is batik.
batik,
Yeah, go on.
battalion,
battalion,
beneficial,
beneficial,
bilabial,
Yeah,
Bilabial.
bilabial, both the lips. Bilabial. Yeah. Next.
biology,
biology,
biological,
biological,
bohemian,
bohemian,
Okay, you can sit down, Aparna. Begin. Next, please.
calculation,
calculation,
calamity,
calamity,
Canadian,
Canadian,
It is Canadian.
Canadian,
Yeah, next.
capability,
capability,
capacity,
capacity,
Catholic,
Catholic,
ceramic,
ceramic,
ceremonial,
ceremonial,
characteristic,
characteristic,
chronology,
chronology,
circulation,
circulation,
circumstantial,
circumstantial,
civilian,
civilian,
civilization,
civilization,
clarity,
clarity,
climatic,
climatic,
clinical,
clinical,
collision,
collision,
collocation,
collocation,
collusion,
collusion,
colonial,
colonial,
comedian,
comedian,
commercial,
commercial,
commission,
commission,
communion,
communion,
community,
community,
competition,
competition,
complication,
complication,
complicity,
complicity,
composition,
composition,
compression,
compression,
conclusion,
conclusion,
condition,
condition,
confidential,
confidential,
confirmation,
confirmation,
confusion,
confusion,
concussion,
concussion,
condensation,
condensation,
confirmation,
confirmation,
confession,
confession,
conformity,
conformity,
congenial,
congenial,
congestion,
congestion,
congratulations,
Okay, you can sit down. Right. What we'll do now is, you see, I'm not going through the entire list because I want to draw your attention to connected speech, other aspects as well. But please believe me, and I want you to try. Okay. Until last year, I taught this course where I had a test in this. I asked you to stand up and recite these words in isolation, and people gained and lost marks depending upon how they had practiced. I want to make this course more and more voluntary effort for you rather than forced. So, I have taken away examination from this course. I have had to request the Senate and convinced the Senate that even if there is no examination, students will invest a similar amount of effort, may not be exactly the same, but very similar effort. Do you think I made a mistake? But looking at you, I don't feel so sure. So, please convince and if some of these courses succeed, others will also succeed. The Senate will increasingly feel that examination is not the only way to make students learn. Take the responsibility. You do not have to have examination. Who has conducted examination for you when you learnt Tamil or Hindi or Malayalam or Telugu? You did them on your own. So, do the same thing here, okay? And there is no need for examination, please. Okay. Quickly, there are some suffixes which take stress on themselves. Last. Okay. Can you open on page number 138, please? 138. Okay. Stresses, stress on words, ending in some other suffixes. Now, these suffixes take stress on themselves. What are these suffixes? Words ending in ea. Next, or, or, no, it is ee, or, 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 yes, and there are then many other suffixes. We have taken only those that those words that occur frequently in our professional lives and where we tend to go wrong. I am not saying all of us make mistakes, but where we tend to. I will say it first and I expect you to follow me, please. Okay. Here the suffix itself is stressed. So, come to page number 139, please follow me. Absentee, addressee, agree, though in this case it is not a suffix. Okay. Apogee, appear, appointee, area, arabesque, arrears. Who would like to take next? Okay, can you do it next, please? Arthritis. Yes. Yes. Everybody, please. Buccaneer.
Cavalier, career, cassette, carrier, chandelier, chimpanzee,
No. Yes.
Chimpanzee.
Next. Police. Next.
coffee,
That is again I need not have put it here because that is not a derived word. Next.
cohere,
Commandeer.
committee,
Committee.
Go on.
compare,
Compare. No. Convalesce. What is the meaning of the word convalesce? Can you look up the dictionary quickly? Just 30 seconds. Okay. Sit down, please. Just 30 seconds. What does it mean? Yeah, after long illness, you may not be totally all right, but you are recovering. That in English, means convalescing. Okay, let's leave it here, but please follow the drill. I want you to bring this book again on Wednesday, and then after that, not until I tell you again in April. Okay, right. I am going to play Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot speech once again. I like you to listen to that speech and mark stresses on some words that will come. Okay. Look at these words first. The words that I am going to draw your attention to, take quickly. You don't have to make a note. Okay. You already have these words on the text I gave you in the last class, right? But take these words in your head. I am going to ask you to, as you listen, I will ask you to listen for stresses on these words, and then I will ask you to repeat these words after Carl Sagan. All right? I will give you exactly 1 minute. Take all these words in your head. Ready?
From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there.
Okay, Aman, what is the first word? Yep, say it with proper.
Human.
Correct. Next.
Economic.
Next.
Delusion.
Next.
Privilege.
Privileged.
Privilege.
Pre.
Privilege.
No,
Privileged.
don't make the second syllable longer. It is just the first thing. Privileged.
Privilege.
Good.
Position.
Next. After privileged.
Position.
Yeah, position. Yes. Next.
Universe.
Next.
Interest.
Interest. Next.
Superstar.
Next.
Particular.
Next.
Economy.
General.
General. Next.
Different.
Next. Emperor. Next.
Every.
Next.
Challenge.
Next. After every.
Consider.
Okay. Before above consider.
Fraction.
Fraction. Next.
Distant.
Next.
Universe.
Next. Next.
planet,
Next. Next.
Suffering.
Harbor. Next.
Thousands.
Next. We'll do it together once. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Begin with human.
Human.
Next.
Economic.
Economic. Next.
Delusion.
Next.
Privilege.
Next.
Position.
Next.
Universe.
Next.
Interest.
Next.
Superstar.
Next.
Particular.
Next.
General.
Okay, we'll stop here. You see, next time you listen to a television broadcast or a radio broadcast, okay, try and listen for some of these things as well. You see, language goes together. If you listen all right, you are quite likely also to be able to speak all right. And if you speak all right, you are also likely to be able to listen all right. All of these things don't require much time or much effort. They just require some determination and some focus. Thank you. Have a good day.